we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now out comes Houston.
We got to be big. Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Watson now to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Let's go right now. Right here, baby. Come on, baby. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go. We're going to make a play. Y'all got time. Let's go. Been there. Bring it. Oh, let's do it, y'all. Here we go. Ride together, baby. I bet you want it, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Get it now. Nothing here. Oh, ain't that something? Let's go. Let's go right here. Let's go. Let's go. This is your game, baby. Get it out right now.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Oh, good move by T.Y. Hilton. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. James able to slither by. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A throw over the middle taken in.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Manning going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Manning again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's James. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Throwing now is Manning. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Step up. Come on, let's go. You know what we need, baby. Let's go, y'all. Play a little aggressive, baby. Get something together. Let's go.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Foster. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Back to throw, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Manning now on 1st down. James has got it, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's James. And he's got some space here.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone now. Manning got his man complete over the middle. It's Barry.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second and 4.
They run it with James. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive, 3rd and 5. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Delayed give to Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
A first down carry for Foster. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fielded at the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Manning. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
On 1st down, Manning. Throw left side, complete. That's Barry.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Again, it's Manning. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Don't wait on nobody else to make it. You ain't done it. Let's roll. Come on, baby. With you every day. Let's do this, man. Catch that. That's what it is. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. You ready to roll, Bird? That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. Playmaker step up. This is the calm before the storm, baby.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
On first down, it's Watson. And Daniels has it over the middle. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Houston set to take over. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Watson on first down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go. Let's go.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
It's game time. I got you, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is. We got the big time here. Oh, let's take it. Let's go, man.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On play action, it's Manning. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Manning. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Manning. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
Play action, Manning. He finds his man complete. It's James.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They'll run on 1st down. James. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down now, it's James. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Manning now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partners, a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second down, it's James. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Frank Reich here on fourth down is ready to try for 3. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. All day, baby, all day, all day.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it in the hands of Foster, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on third down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball third time to try and make up for the first two. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Give left side, Foster. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now Foster running left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's Foster on 4th, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even an offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, here's Foster. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Second and 2. Watson now to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. First and goal, Foster. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barry.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. James. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
79 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 1st down, it's James. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. James. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Manning. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Let's do this, man.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.